Good morning. Today is October 17th, 2025, and I'm doing my makeup for work. I thought, you know what? Kids aren't up yet, so it's not going to be super noisy here, so why don't I do live? I haven't done that in a while. Got a busy day ahead of me. First, after I get my makeup done, I'm gonna go work out. Maybe I'll do that live too. I don't know. I've thought about it. I always feel like I look silly when I'm working out, but who knows. So, I'm just gonna try this, doing my makeup on live and see how that goes. And then after I work out today, I'll be going to work. I work two jobs. One job I take care of a disabled elderly veteran, and the other job I take care of a woman with developmental disabilities. I love my jobs. They're really great. Caregiving is one of the most rewarding jobs that I've ever had. So, especially taking care of the woman with disabilities, she reminds me a lot of my son that passed away last year. And so it kind of fills the hole a little bit, and that's nice. After work, well, in between my jobs, because I'll be working both jobs today, after I come home from the first one, I'll walk about 2 miles, because I walk to and from work, and then I'll do homeschool with my kids, and then go to my second job. So, busy day. Usually Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays are my busiest days. I like to film some of my TikTok videos while I'm walking to work. Just having fun, you know. I don't know how long you're supposed to make these live TikTok videos in order to, for it to count for something. I don't know, like months ago, I got the notification that my channel could be monetized, but I haven't really figured out how to do that yet, so that's okay. The palette I'm using here is from ColourPop, and I just mostly use that for the black. And then these are my favorite ones. I've actually got videos where I swatch this so you can see all the colors, but that's on YouTube. So I'm using this one by MBA. MBA Cosmetics is a small business that makes makeup. I think they're out of Ohio. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, one of my favorites. Between them and Terra Moons. That's where I get the color shifting makeup. There's a couple other companies that I buy from as well, but that's the main ones. This one's called Nocturnal Serenade, also by MBA. And I just kind of, my eyes are hooded, so you have to put my makeup up pretty far for you to even see it. But a little bit about me, because I don't think I've introduced myself on TikTok other than my videos. I'm 42. I'm mom of 10. Yes, I really have 10 kids. Gave birth to them. Crazy, I know. My oldest is 21, and my youngest are 6-year-old twins. So I don't go live very often because it's very noisy here. But When I do try to when I get the chance. All the kids are sleeping right now. It's early in the morning. It's like almost 7. And because we homeschool, I don't have to get them up early for anything. So I let them sleep in if they want to sleep in. In the wintertime, our days just start later. In the summertime, they're up at the butt crack of dawn, though. They get up so early. They'll be up at like 4 in the morning in the summer. Let's see. I like to use some liquid eyeliner to fill in that black there after because the sparkles kind of get on it. And then I use black to fill in my eyebrows. So anyway, so I've been married for almost 23 years. I got married really young. I was 19 and I got married, and 20 when my first kid was born. I have 7 boys and 3 girls. One of my boys was born with a disorder called Kabuki syndrome, and he unfortunately passed away last year just before his 16th birthday. But the rest of my kids are all happy, healthy. My oldest works in a school as the manager of the kitchen, and also has another job managing a Culver's at night. Unfortunately, with the economy, my adult kids still live at home. They can't afford to move out because it's like impossible to get a house. My second born, his name's Robbie. He just got back from the army. He was overseas in Germany. But unfortunately, his army journey was cut short. He joined the army last year, and the same week that he went to basic was the week that his younger brother passed away. And younger brother, his name was Teal. He was terminal, but we didn't know it was going to be that soon. We thought that Robbie would at least get through basic first. He let go the week that he left. So Robbie he finished all of his training and he was doing really well, but then when he got over to Germany, he was in a bar and somebody spiked his drink, which caused a mental health breakdown, and he ended up working on getting out of the army. Honorable discharge, but early out, so he's home now and recovering. My third born, his name's Ronan. He works at the grocery store as a butcher. He was working there as a cashier, but after he turned 18, he started working as a butcher. And so he's like training, like journeyman training, apprenticeship to be a full-time butcher. Next one was Tilk. He had Kabuki syndrome, and if you know that name, it comes from Stargate. I gave some of my kids sci-fi names because I'm a big nerd. He was a sweet kid. He never got bigger than like the size of a 5-year-old because of his condition. He had a feeding tube, and he was in a wheelchair. Messed that up. My next one, his name is Braytak. He also works at the grocery store. He's into skateboarding. And my oldest daughter, Taylor, she's 14. She looks so much like me. She is really into video game and cosplay. And my next one is Corbin. He's just turned 11. And then Naomi, is 8 and Ellie and Theo are 6. For years I was a stay-at-home mom, and after my son died I went back into healthcare because that's what I did before my kids were born. I worked in healthcare and I also worked in restaurants and housekeeping. Now I do several jobs. 2 like official jobs, and then I also do housekeeping part-time, and I do a lot of yard work, like mowing lawns, snow removal, that sort of thing. I'm quite strong because I do bodybuilding. Yeah, big arms. I had to be strong because I used to carry around my disabled son because he couldn't walk. It doesn't tell me how many minutes I've been on live though, so I have no idea. My daughter was commenting on the fact that my natural hair is coming through, and she's like, Mom, is your real hair color gray? Because I do have some grays coming in. Well, that's being 40. Well, 42. I'll be 42 next week. My birthday's next week. It's hard to believe. Like, I don't feel as old as I am. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Glitter. I love glitter. I love this ColourPop glitter. I use it all the time. But I used to have another thing of glitter that I can't remember what company it was by, but it was... I used it all up. I have tons of makeup. Just like, so much makeup. It's crazy. I suppose I should probably put a shirt on, huh? I'm gonna do rainbows today. Black and rainbows. Although sometimes I literally just go out in my sports bra, because why not? But I'd probably get in trouble if I went to work like that, so. There you go. Thank you everybody that joined me. It's so good to see you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. You thought I was 20. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so sweet. Actually, whenever I go out somewhere with my older boys who are in their 20s, people usually think I'm their sister or their friend, and it's really funny. When Robbie was in the Army, he'd be on video call with me, and his buddies would come up and grab his phone and like, hey, is this your girlfriend? He'd be like, no. And he'd be like, they'd be like, start hitting on me, and I'm like, honey, I'm old enough to be your mom. It's pretty funny. But I'm also short. I'm only 4'11", so I think that's part of why I look so young. I don't know. Or, you know, maybe it's just because I work out and keep up with the kids as much as I can. My boys, I was always the one to wrestle with my boys. Like, my husband didn't really get on the floor and wrestle with them and stuff. And so I was always the one doing that. So I'm always trying really hard to keep up with my kids. 2 days ago, Robbie was like, hey Mom, let's go on a hike. So I was like, okay. So I thought we were just going to hike through the woods. We didn't hike through the woods. Well, we were in the woods. We climbed down cliffs and stuff. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And he's like, you can do it, Mom. So we did. I climbed down cliffs for like, we climbed like a mile and then a mile back up. And we were all done. I was like laying on the ground. I was like exhausted. And I was like, are you exhausted? He's like, no, Mom, we did this all the time in the Army. And I was like, but anyway, oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I might do more lives if I can. One of my kids is sleeping on my floor here. He had a bad dream, and this bathroom is like inside my bedroom. But when the kids are awake and they're loud and noisy, I don't like to do lives because it interrupts things, and then I have to like stop what I'm doing to go like take care of the kids or whatever. But I'm also thinking about maybe doing lives while I'm working out. I don't know, because I look really silly when I'm working out, but I do very much enjoy working out, so we'll see. And I have like a private gym. I don't like go to a gym. I built my own, but my husband also uses it as an office, so it's really cluttered right now because he's got all his stuff in there. But anyway, I do have to head off and do my workouts, and then I'm going to work and all of that. So I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, okay. Thank you, Roman Dew. That's awesome. See you soon. I don't know how to end this thing. How do you... I don't know how to turn it off. How do you do that? That's not it. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go.